Alright guys, welcome back. BAW Shed, here we are, and welcome to Boss Aluminium's next gen trays and canopies. So, if you didn't know, Boss Aluminium, brand new facility. They've got state-of-the-art equipment down there. It's mind-boggling, the things that those guys have got. And this is what's coming out of the shed. So, next gen tray canopy is going to go on my car for the four-wheel drive show. So if you ain't coming, get a damn ticket and come down to the show. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you guys a bit of footage of when I went down with Ames last August, I think it was. So a little bit before what's happening now, but have a look at this. This will show you guys a little bit into how it all comes together with those guys down at their shed, so check it out. Okay, party people, here we are at Boss Aluminium HQ, and we're going to do a bit of a quick walk around, just so you guys get to see how things come together here to basically become, that's a really old one, something like that, as you can see over there. So let's go and chat to the guys about how that happens and see a bit of process, yeah, in action. So here we go. The trays are pre-assembled twice within the whole process of building one, and the reason for that is to make sure obviously everything goes together correctly, but then it'll get done before they get powder coated, but then obviously after powder coating this gets pre-assembled like you see behind me for final checking, and then that way it is good to go for once it is shipped to us. So here you are. This is actually one of the kits that is coming up to us. So it's premium tray setup, and this thing will be getting wrapped probably way more aggressively than that, because that's just come back from powder, and it will then be palletized and sent up to sunny Queensland in the next couple of days. So that gives you a bit of a feel for what the guys do here pre-assembly wise, and then what will actually end up coming up to us at the boar shed once it gets there. So that's what you're looking at. Behind me you can see the guys doing their thing, literally rivets and welding and all sorts of stuff going on here. This is the process where a bit of welding goes on, so let's head on in and have a bit of a look at it. So explain to me, Dave, what this is obviously telling the guys to do as they're doing it.
Yeah, so when they bring up the job or scan it in, it'll bring up the flat profile as it is, and then it'll literally show him a 3D image that he can have a look at and move it around. You can literally, move that part around so you can make sure that it's going to be going into the press the correct way.
Yeah.
So now he's putting that in, following the instruction.
And it folds it to the degree and everything.
Yeah, very accurate. So this is a small press that's 1500 long that does a lot of the small parts.
And then you've got a larger one.
Yep.
By the look of it.
With no one there. It's automatic, ghost controlled.
Yeah. So what would you say is the difference between the larger one to the smaller one, mate?
Well, this is a 3 metre press, 170 tonne basically.
Yeah.
So it'll fold a lot thicker materials depending on the tooling you're running. It also has real-time laser measuring. As it folds, it can actually measure the bend with a laser from both sides of the die. So you can get very accurate with this machine like the other machines, but it allows for different material thicknesses and grain depending on which way it's been laser cut.
Yeah.
So it has a few advantages. It also has a similar type of controller showing him which way it needs to be turned, and as he folds it, it actually runs through the program too. So
you basically, he's doing the step-by-step process that the actual system's running as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Unreal. Excellent, mate. Okay, mate, I saw this and I was like, what is this thing with all these weird and wonderful chainy looking things and stuff all in and around it? What does it actually do?
Yeah, so this is the burring machine. Literally takes the hundreds, if not thousands of parts that we cut every week, and removes all the sharp edges and radiuses as well. So one of the mortal enemies of powder coating, and also for safety of use, is sharp edges is a problem.
Yeah.
So by running it through this machine, we essentially take off any burr or sharp edge there might be.
Yeah.
So it's prepped and keys the surface ready for powder coating. It also makes the end use product safe to handle, and customers won't cut their hands on jagged edges or anything like that. So whether it's been run on a router or a laser or anything, you can essentially run it through here and get a...
And it'll smooth everything up.
Absolutely.
So it's got like brushes or something on the inside here, or?
Yep. So it has mops, and they're on a oscillating geared head. And as they run around, they're running in different directions, so it's hitting every which way. It also has a vacuum bed on there, so it's holding the parts down as they go through, so they don't spit out. And
that's what that fantastic little bed kind of looks like.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it actually vacuums
sucks
the
it
piece
down.
Wow, that's cool.
Some machines that are for steel, they have a magnetic bed. Aluminium's not magnetic, so...
you got to do it a different way.
Yeah, you suck it down with vacuum.
Yeah, nice. Cool. So you got this canopy here. What kind of part of the process is it at the moment?
Yeah, so essentially we're at pre-assembly for welding. So this is where they'll take all the now folded parts after the pressing, and then they'll essentially assemble it, a little bit like a Meccano set. We've gone with a lot of mechanical fastening before we weld it. It also, all our folds, joins I suppose, folded and overlapped and then mechanically fastened. So unlike butting a couple of bits of metal together and welding them, which works, this is far superior strength-wise because you're not just relying on a weld to hold it together. Yeah. So
you can kind of see that, like where all your actual joins and everything kind of interlocks between each other as well.
Yep. So this has got I suppose, more of an intelligent design framework in it, unlike RHS, which is tube cut to size and mitered, and then a frame gets built.
Yeah.
This canopy is super strong without even being welded, which you can't do with a frame canopy and sheet metal.
Yeah.
So even to the point where there's no movement in it.
You're shaking it and it's not going anywhere. And you haven't even got to the process of the weld part of your manufacturing process.
No. Well, basically it'll take more load than you're legally allowed to put on your car.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're kind of at the fitment bay of the part of the factory, and I just thought Dave will kind of run you through what happens in this whole section of the shed, mate.
Yep. So what we get here is all the parts after powder coat. They all come in and get assembled, ready to fit onto vehicles. So essentially you can see canopies and trays that are pre-assembled, waiting for the vehicle to turn up.
Tents and awnings and all, mate?
Awnings are already done, obviously, at the new site.
Yep.
Awnings and tents. And then we basically ship them down here to get fitted to the vehicles. So
this is kind of where all the builds that you guys obviously do as well get fit out for your trays and canopies? All in here?
Part of it happens here, and then in our factory next door we do all the electrical and chassis works and conversions.
Yeah. But this is essentially tray fit up.
Yep.
And we got one here that looks like it's been completed, mate.
Yes. It's ready for nearly complete.
Finishing touches.
Correct.
There we go, guys.
Got a 4495. Obviously the chassis extended J-Max kit. So this one's got a slightly longer canopy than you'd have on a dual cab. So we got the 4 standard M-Spec module bays in this one. And then we've got a section down the back that you could put chairs or tables or even have a small pantry if you wanted to. As you can see, this has got the vertical power hub that we do with a 200 amp hour lithium and 2000 watt inverter, all concealed nicely in there. This customer could opt for a drawer in front of it if he wanted to, one of these, something like that. We do a slightly shorter drawer for that. The controls are up here. Your power, 12 volt, solar in if you have a blanket, is all here. So
ready to go. And it looks like they've got the old travel buddy on the other side there, mate.
We'll go and have a look. So we've got the nice drawer and table combo here.
Yeah, beautiful.
Adjustable shelf. You can take it in, leave it out, whatever you want to do. Set that back to front. Got the travel buddy up there, and the 130 litre Bushman as well, which is a really nice fridge.
And this is kind of awesome for your chairs and your tables, like you said before. And you've got those nice partitions in there that obviously keep all your gear if you wanted to stack it right up.
And there's literally thousands of tie points in these. All the holes you can literally, run a hockey strap through.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds and hundreds of nutserts that you could screw eye bolts into, or any additional stuff that you'd like to add down the track.
Making it that super modular system that we're all coming to know and love.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, that's it, guys. That's pretty much fitment area, and anything that ourselves at BAW get done, the guys kind of pre-assemble here, and then they pack it all up and ship it off to us. So there you go.
we've just been getting the tour from Dave from Boss Aluminium. We are in Bayswater, checking out their facility so we can understand better how everything works. I think Dave and Brent are going to show you some cool stuff.
Hello everybody and welcome to the official Boss Aluminium. What do you call this, Dave? Everyone, this is Dave. Dave is the absolute mastermind behind everything that happens at Boss Aluminium here in Melbourne. Everything that you see that comes through our shed to do with any of these products, this is the man that has made it all happen. So I thought while we're here, we might just get Dave to run us through one of the premium trays that's actually been, what would you call this, pre-assembled?
Yeah, pre-assembled
For us, and it's coming up to Queensland very, very soon for us to put it on a customer's vehicle.
This is Jordan's.
This is Jordan's one. There you go. So that's what we're going to have a quick talk about. So run us through it, Dave. Hit us up with some info about everything that's kind of going on here on this tray.
Yep. Okay, well, this is a premium tray, obviously, like Brent said. Essentially, what we're doing here is we pre-assemble everything to make sure that it's right after it's powder coated, and even before we powder coat it, it gets assembled, making sure that it's going to work as
it's actually going to go back together. I saw that over there. You had a couple of raw ones that had been jigged together, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
So obviously, this process is very important. Once we've done that, we'll pack it up for you and get it all, ready to
Comes
ship.
all wrapped up to us.
Yep, on a custom pallet. Yeah, what do you want to know about this one?
I want to know about what you guys have done with the drawer, because I've obviously got previous gen on my car.
Yep.
What's different about this drawer now compared to what I had on my vehicle?
Yeah, so this is the premium drawer, which has an offset lock. And the reason that is, so we run the one lock and we have lights under here, which shine down onto the number plate. So no longer do we have to have the number plate
Down the side.
positioned on the sides.
Yep.
It's, potential to get taken off if you're going serious off-road.
Yep.
But also, it's really neat having the lights in there, which we've also run now, as you know, on the M-Spec. We've put the premium under tray drawers into those as well.
Yeah.
So it's a much deeper drawer, as well as the tabletop in there, and it's a much stronger floor as well. So it's a ripped floor.
And you've done something fancy with the locking in these now. That is an option.
Yeah, so now we can run central locking in these as well, which is...
You want that now, don't you?
I really do, yeah. I'm a bit jealous about that. Yeah. That's definitely a feature where you can hit the key and everything's locked. That's the one thing on mine that doesn't lock.
So it pretty much doesn't get locked, does it?
No, not really. I don't have anything important in there. Roll a dunny roll or something like that, that's pretty much it. But that's been a really cool addition to your trundle drawers as well.
So like you say, it can be central locked. Our drawers always lock in 3 points as well.
So your 3-point locking, I mean, for us, we've got a lot of people that go up north and then they're obviously doing trips away from their car, a lot of things. So it's definitely a massive feature that people love about the system, especially on your canopy doors as well. Because you can't pinch from the side or any other form of way of getting into the canopy or the drawer or the wall. So,
if you most other companies run multiple locks. Which means if you want to lock them, you've got to lock multiple doors. If they're not central locked. If they are central locked, then you're running multiple central locks to that door. So there's more failure points. Whereas you got one lock, 3 points. Much better.
Excellent. Let's roll to the front and we'll have a little chat about the headboard and the different options there as well. Whichever way you go. Actually, this is great. We can actually sit in front of it. Okay, so sheet metal headboards. There is a couple of different options. Run us through it, please, Dave, because you probably know way more than I do.
He does know way more than you. What do you mean, probably?
So I suppose it's becoming more and more popular with the sheet metal headboards to have water tanks.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons behind that is you can have a longer under tray draw. But if you do need more water, you can couple a 70 litre under tray water tank.
Yeah.
And essentially a 90 litre headboard water tank.
Yeah.
So
which is massive capacity for water.
Yeah. And you can't drink fuel, so water is a good option.
Definitely.
And guys now having showers and hot water services, you just need that extra capacity.
Yeah. That's it. And then you've got a massive hole here though, Dave. Why have you got a massive hole there?
So that hole is to run the wires through. Literally you have a plug on the other side that you can essentially unplug your canopy.
Yeah. And then you can just come straight off.
So you don't have the cables lying around everywhere. So
great.
Yeah.
Very good. And then you've obviously got all of your custom cutouts and everything.
Yeah, so the premium trays come with a headboard mesh, and that's to stop stuff from flying through your window, your window, in your ute. Pretty important.
Definitely.
We've got we've got swivel lights in here on machined bushes as well. They're very handy for directional. Like if they're just standard light pointing out, you're going to blind everyone. The beauty of these is you can tip them down.
Yeah.
And
put it wherever you want. Great.
And then filler for the water.
Nice.
That must be. Yep. This one's got a 70 litre water tank underneath as well.
Oh, so you got two. If you want to have a look there, Ames, you've got the two.
I did sell
in
it,
the
but I
headboard.
can't remember.
Yep. Have a look at that. You got this one here.
Yeah.
For the under.
Underneath. And then this filler here. You
Yep.
put your hand straight through here and undo it. When you've got a canopy on it.
Yeah.
And then you can fill it from there. I don't know what the Anderson plug on this one's for. I'm sure you guys do, because
It's literally just power outlet, fridges and stuff like that.
there you go.
Yep. That's what he's going to be running on the back of this.
Generally there's a switch, which there is. So you can get that even when your canopy's on. You can put your hand through here. And
Yeah, through the front. If you didn't know, you got some extra lights on the back of the headboard as well for tray lighting. Very, very handy. So that's basically a premium tray in a nutshell, isn't it?
Well, yeah, you can still run the spare wheel mounts on these as well, even with the tanks.
Yep.
Because we've made a special offset bracket.
Ta-da. You can do twins or single or however crazy you want to get with that. And this is obviously being a premium tray. They all have the one-piece guard.
Yeah, one-piece guard. A lot bigger.
Yeah.
Also, large underbodies, which I don't even know if it's bolted on properly. So I'll be a little bit careful. It's not completely finished. And also this deck has the stainless tie-down points in it as well. And we also have a series of M12 fixings down each side. And then if he wants to run a rear sports bar or tradie rack or whatever he needs to, there's a solid fixing there as well.
That's where all your modular stuff's coming into play there, because it's already ready to go. So they can literally ring us up or you up and go, hey, can I have a ladder rack, or I want to put a canopy on.
Yep.
And it's just buy it, you guys send it to us, there you go.
I mean, also with the tray sides, you may have heard the word double skin, and what that is two skins essentially. So this tray side is extremely strong. So if you were to tie something over the top of it, or you had something in the back and it slid, it's not going to do this. It's not going to buckle. Yep. So extremely strong.
Awesome. So there you go. That's a quick run through of a premium tray here at BA headquarters. Happy days.